Today's episode of Commuting with Julie is sponsored by Coursera. Coursera. Get your specializations from Coursera. Wouldn't that be nice? I don't really have a sponsorship, but let's discuss Coursera. Coursera, C-O-U-R-S-E-R-A. Coursera. I may be saying it wrong. Is a place where you can take classes, some of them free, some of them you have to pay for, in just about anything you're interested in. Economics, calculus. I'm taking a data specialization course. I know it seems kind of silly. I've been working in data analytics for quite a while, and so, but you know, you got to keep your skill set up. My dad's like, "You're not going to get college credit for this?" No, Dad, I'm not going to get college credit. Although, now I can't remember which college it is. I think it's the University of Illinois. They actually offer an MBA. Well, it's not an MBA. Because it's a Master of Science of Data Analytics. So I'm not sure. That's MS something. You can actually get that for a lower price than if you were actually at the brick and mortar school. But you know what? You got to study, and school is what you make of it. So I was reading The Atlantic, and I was reading this really interesting story about how they think that the writer of this article thinks we're leaving the people who are not as intelligent behind. But, we're not, jobs need college degrees, and you got to have this, and you got to have that, and we're not doing enough. Well, it's true. We don't put enough money into our Headstart programs. And we do not, even though a good Headstart program can make a world of difference. These people, they've done tons of studies. I wish I could share this article with you, but I read it through Google Play, and it doesn't let me share that article. So I'm pretty sure I was reading this month's Atlantic. So, here's the deal. So if you put money, they've done study after study after study, that if you can get these kids at 3 years old and get them in school and get them prepared and get them to the language skills they need and get them up, that makes more of a difference than almost anything else. And then you still have to improve the next grades up, but you got to do something for these kids. We don't spend our tax dollars wisely. We'll start Head Start programs, but then they suck. They're more like babysitting services. That's not what we need. We are falling behind the rest of the world, which is pretty amazing because we've pretty much been down before, and yet we're the ones that come up with more innovations than anybody else. But we're not spending our tax dollars right. We're not. And nothing pisses me off more than not spending our tax dollars right. First of all, I say stop all the subsidies. Right now, done. No more subsidies. Because we're subsidizing these businesses. Let's see what businesses we should subsidize. Why are we subsidizing oil? Well, we're subsidizing oil to keep the oil prices, to keep the gasoline prices low. But now we have new technologies. We don't have to rely on oil. Why are we insisting on oil? And here's another thing. We have coal miners, especially the ones in Virginia. Hello, if you're a coal miner in Virginia and you're watching this. But these people do a job that I could never do. And they're hardworking. And they come out of those mines filthy. And it's dangerous. And they end up getting lung diseases. Why can't we retrain these people to do something else? Instead of the coal mines, because we want to lower coal. Coal is, it's dirty, it's ucky, it's bad for the environment, all of that. Why aren't we taking some of these coal miners and helping their companies turn over to something else? Why aren't we teaching them how to, say, install solar panels on houses? Why aren't we teaching, and if we can't teach the coal miners who are working in the mines now, why can't we get their kids so that their kids don't end up in there? Because let's face it, there's a lot of coal miners out there. They were coal miners. Their fathers are coal miners. Their grandfathers are coal miners. Their great-grandfathers were coal miners. Their kids are going to go into the coal mines. No, that's a cycle. We need to get them off that cycle. We need to find some other ways to make these, to give these people salaries and jobs. Why aren't we looking into renewable energy? Why don't we take those coal mines and turn them into something else, the land that they're on, and turn them into something else that will come up with clean energy? Because, you know, the nice thing about energy is you can pump it anywhere. You put up some lines. We could turn that whole coal mining area. Wow, somebody's got loud pipes. Sounds like a motorcycle. Oh, there he is. Okay, what is that? I can't tell. Anyway, with that whole coal mining area, why can't we train these people to do windmills and set up a solar farm and then train them to work on this equipment and then get them to train to go other places too and train others? Why aren't we thinking like that? Why does it have to be that if we knock off coal, that these people are out of jobs? Why don't we just retrain them? And if we can't retrain the coal miners that are working in the coal mines now, let's get their kids out of there. Let's find things for them to do. Let's make it an economic boom for them. You know what pisses me off? Is that Silicon Valley is on the West Coast and you're missing half the freaking country. We've got this whole, they call us the flyover section. You got this whole section of the country. We could do that. Why are they building things there where everything's expensive and housing? You know, you can make $50,000 in California, and that's practically poverty. Why is our governor not working with these people and saying, you know, you build your next da-da-da in Wisconsin, we will do blah. No. He'd rather keep that stupid Bucks Stadium that we don't frickin' need and use $200 million of our tax dollars, because it's our credit that's going to, it's a bond, and it's our credit. So, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So that's my rant today. It sucks. I know it sucks, but I'm just so sick and tired of, all right, have a good day, commuters.